making his way down to the ring, Jay Smooth.
Well, last week didn't go quite as planned for these guys. Kross Man came out here last week and said that Martin would pick up the victory last week and they would own the Rumble. And that this week, Jay Smooth would be victorious. And then, of course, next week, Kross Man himself is going to win the Grind City Rumble. And there they are. They're 0 for 1.
Dustin, very rarely does anything work out for these guys.
Now, that's very, very true. But today, it's going to be tough.
And his opponent, Rashad Lee.
Rashad Lee in action today. We saw him earlier get out of the car with Zay Washington. Some people might be wondering exactly what's going on there, so we'll pull the curtain back just a little bit. Rashad Lee is the blood brother of Zay Washington. We've seen Rashad Lee here on the program many, many times, just trying to make his way up the ranks of Memphis Wrestling. Meanwhile, he wanted no help from his brother. That's not what this is about.
I mean, talent probably runs in the family. It's genetic.
Zay Washington
is
find here out. Supporting his brother. Aaron Roberts is still out indefinitely. Doesn't look like he'll be returning anytime soon after what the posse did, putting that spike into his eyeball. Referee rings the bell. Rashad Lee versus Jay Smooth here. Look at the speed of Rashad Lee. And a drop kick. Look at this. We've been impressed with Rashad's athletic ability and his speed in the past. You could see a major difference in size here against Jay Smooth, though.
I don't think in the past I knew that they were brothers, but now that explains it because it must run in the family.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was something that Zay Washington and Rashad did not want to make public just because.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't know about it.
Well, there you go. Don't want any preferential treatment.
Secrets very well.
Check that out. Rashad Lee with a springboard and then one right in the mush for Kross Man.
That was probably the best thing that could have happened from him.
It's probably the worst thing that could have happened because he turned his back on his opponent, Jay Smooth, who was able to capitalize.
Yeah, but one less person out of the way now, and he'll come back.
As Jay Smooth, very similar to rugged Ronnie Garvin, stomping every limb on Rashad Lee's body.
And Kross is already back up, so I guess it was the worst.
And the smoothest elbow drop in Memphis Wrestling. That's Jay Smooth. He goes for the cover.
Says who?
One count.
Says Jay.
Says Jay and Kross and Martin. Week 2 of the Grind City Rumble, and up next is your main event, the final showdown. The Gun Show Brett Michaels defends his Memphis Heritage Championship against the Genetic Nightmare Mike Anthony. That's coming up next immediately following this match, and you can see on the floor, Martin.
What in the world?
Having his way with Rashad and poor Cody. Cody, our new referee in there, fresh off being trained, or still training, at the Memphis Wrestling WrestleCenter, didn't see a thing. There's a 2 count. Rashad Lee in rough shape here. Maria's right on the money when she says 3-on-1. Every time Kross, Martin, or Smooth are here. Neck breaker of sorts. I call that the Mr. Perfect.
I mean, Kross might have been right about one victory.
Another kick out there.
He's got an elbow in the face.
If it was in his face, looked like he was trying to get in his eyes there a little bit with that forearm and the point of his elbow. It's week 2 of the Grind City Rumble. If you missed last week, you've got to go back and take a look at that wild strap match where the fans laid the hide to the Crowleys and even Jimmy Blaylock. This week's main event, the Gun Show and the Genetic Nightmare, and of course next week, Thunder Rosa, La Mera Mera, and Jordan Grace, the Hossette, will take part in our Grind City Rumble. Nobody home as Rashad Lee cartwheels out of the way in style. Rashad scaling the top rope, much like his big brother, Zay Washington. All the way to the top. Wait just a second.
Yeah,
fans.
what is this?
Wait a second, I don't know. What in the world? The posse, those guys aren't supposed to be here. They're actually suspended indefinitely for what they've done to Aaron Roberts. And he dives to the floor onto the posse. Not a smart move at all, but a smart move. Kross getting Jay Smooth out of there. What are you guys doing? The posse are suspended. They're not even supposed to be here.
Jay Smooth and Kross don't mind.
What do they do? Now they've got Zay Washington's brother, Rashad.
For what?
Zay is here. We think,
Oh, my
unless he's been
goodness.
attacked somewhere.
Simon picked him up like a rag doll and slammed him so
The
easy.
posse ruined Christmas.
Oh, my
Suspended
gosh.
indefinitely. They stole the tag team titles. What is this? Oh my gosh, we need to get some help in there. These security guards need to get in. Oh no! Here comes Zay Washington with a chair. That evens the odds up a little bit. And you know A-Rob would be right here by his side if he was capable. Fans, we're going to get some help for Rashad. We're going to get the posse the hell out of this WrestleCenter. They're not supposed to be here.
I don't think you could say that.
They need to get out of here. Fans, we're going to go to a quick break. Big main event on the other side. We need some help from Rashad. Get him out of here, guys.